Hey everyone, my name is Lanaya, and before I start this episode, I want to say thank you for supporting us and being here and tuning in. I truly appreciate it. But Keyshawn, this message is for you. Friend, I know this journey has been tiring, long, and nevertheless stressful. I know sometimes I got on your nerves, and I even may have tested your patience a few times, but I thank God that you stuck it out with me. You become more than just a friend and a business partner to me. I thank God for this union every day, and it's rare that you find friends that accept you through everything and then still want to do business with you afterwards. But shout out to you for always being authentic, driven, hopeful, honest, and most importantly, outspoken. I can't wait to continue this journey with you, and I wish us nothing but the best. Now, friend, let's sit back and enjoy this episode because we did it. I don't understand the essence of whatever image that you show people in the beginning. Like that's who they gonna always uphold you to be. Yeah. So it's like always be yourself.
Your co-host Lanaya, aka Juicy, and I'm your co-host TD, and you are tuned into the first official episode of Outspoken Opinions. Okay, so y'all, we just gonna kind of jump straight into it today, since this is our first episode, and we are kind of starting a little bit behind. I want to give y'all like a quick introduction of who we are and like what we about and what to kind of expect from it. Not necessarily trying to get too much away, but I'm 26. Like I said, my name is Lanaya. I'm 26. I'm a licensed esthetician. Outside of me being a podcaster, I also create content on the side as well. And I'm also a dog mom. Can't forget that. Two amazing dogs. 7-year-old Chihuahua and a 1-year-old Cape Corso. Don't play with it. Shout out to them. Period. I am 25 and I'm just your normal average 25-year-old navigating through life. I've been in a relationship for 6 years, so that's good. I think I really not do nothing. I really just work but yeah, Fred the workaholic. He like IET. I give you that. So I feel like you basically like letting it be known that you have been in a relationship that long. That kind of like is leading into what our topic is kind of gonna be about. But first, I do want to give a disclaimer. Yeah, everything that we say and that we will be saying, like, understand that we are speaking from our personal experiences and the things that we have been through in life, and the things that we have learned from other people and their experiences or whatever. We're not trying to say anything that's going to trigger anyone or whatever the case may be. We're just here to speak our truth and our story about our situation. And also, I feel like we've been friends for what, 8 or 9 years? Yeah. What, since 2016? Yeah. We was in high school. Yeah. We went to the same high school. Yeah, we went to the same high school together. We didn't really even know each other like that when we were in high school. But actually, let me tell you about that. I found a video of you majoring my freshman year. That's so funny, but I was like, dang, who would have ever thought like all of you just coming into that would just be so cool. And it really started out by her doing my lashes. Shout out to her, y'all. Let me tell y'all something about her. I started for that at my when you came to my 21st birthday. No, so it was before that.
Yes, it's you first.
Started doing lashes like when you got back from college. Oh, okay. And you had that deal going on. I was like, yeah, let me jump on there. And then I was good for a good deal. My lashes, don't play. You still is. Good, quick to throw out of here. Don't play with. But yeah, so I was looking at our old like previous video before your birthday, before all of that, and it was a video, and I was thinking in my head like, who would have ever thought a girl from a video I was just recording, come to find out she'd be one of my good close friends. The crazy part about this, I always remember saying, like, even though we didn't like necessarily talk like that all the time, like during school, like we both got like somewhat loud personality. So like she was one of those people that always stuck out to me because like her laugh, like y'all, like her. Like if you really know us, then you know if like to know us, like we loud like most of the time, like and our laughs are way louder. So it's like I always like remember her from her having like a distinctive laugh. Like it was like every time I seen her, she was always smiling. So I was like, I noticed her like and new friends on Facebook. Everybody was friends on Facebook. Everybody, I think it was just because it's like a high school thing, you know, you going into high school, you just trying to make new friends. especially me, because I'm all the way from out north. I went to a school out east. I never would have thought, like, I didn't even want to go to the school I was on for. So I was like, I ain't never even had no reason to even to be out east, but to go. You know what I mean? So it was. And then our friendship came so naturally. Like, it grew beyond the lashes. It grew beyond everything. And then she just became one of those friends that I feel like I can just be natural with. I didn't have to like put up a facade or say just you. I always tell people this. Like, you can ask anybody. I always say, like, you and my college friend Naya. Like, I will consider y'all like my breath of fresh air friends. Like, y'all are favorite friends. Like, and it's no shade to my other friends because I love all of my friends equally. Like, I love y'all, but like,
It's just something like they just got a special place
in my heart. Like, you do got a special place in my heart because it's like whenever like I'm around you, like I know like I got like that breath of fresh air. Like, I don't have to like just have my guard up like all the time. Like, and that's like how our friendship has always like, and it's also like a non-judgmental thing. Like, especially because like when you know both sides of the story and when you know what's going on, it's like, because this girl met me like, yeah, we think if we go about a year, like 2016, 2017, like outside looking in, you probably would think that like I was living my life. Like, if you knew me, like you think, oh, Maya do some tea out here living her life. Like, he had, but I was at my work. This girl, like, she became my friend. Like, when I only had one other real friend. Like, at that time that I thought that I considered was real or whatever case. Maybe we'll get into that later. But like, she came into my life and it was just like, it was honest. Like, everything that I told her, like, it was never her like going back to tell anybody like this. That's cool. Like, but I don't want to like us talk about us too much because we got all season to talk about us. We really do. So that really kind of brings us to our topic of the whole video, which is like navigating new friends and new relationships through your 20s. Like, so like when I met Naya, I was literally like just kind of graduating high school, and you was already in college. So, and like you was actually kind of hot from college. That's how I really kind of met you because it was like later on in that year, which is kind of like when I got into a relationship with my boyfriend, which is later on that year. Yeah. So it's kind of crazy, like trying to navigate new friendships, navigate like I'm just not getting out of high school, trying to go into college, and you just now already have that feeling of college, and you out of state. You out of state. You come back home. You drop back and forth. So it's just kind of like navigating that with trying to find new friendships and trying to become this newfound adult that you claim you want to be. Yeah. It's kind of hard because it's like, dang, it's like you already know from your high school years how relationships are. So you like kind of expecting the childishness that come with it, the fakeness that come with it, the like, sometimes, especially in high school, it's always like a hidden motive behind certain friendships. And the crazy part about it is, I'm glad you said that because like everybody in my family used to always tell me like, cherish the friends that you make like in high school or whatever case may be. And they always said like high school is supposed to be the best 4 years of your life or whatever. I'm not. Thank you. Like, cook the word right up out of our mouth. Like, when I say, well, I had a better time in high school than what I had in middle school. Middle school was the worst. Like, for me, like I had fun, but middle school was the worst for me. I feel like because I was genuinely going through a for real deal identity crisis, seriously, like real bad in middle school. I feel like in middle school you get bullied on the most, girl. But that's the thing, though. The group of people that I was with, I wouldn't necessarily consider us a bully, but we was those people that was like, we didn't like bullies, so we're not gonna take nothing from bullies, but we also like we just got like them extra loud personality. So like everybody was intimidated by us and didn't want to talk to us because we were loud. Yeah, and that's why I didn't even the high school that I chose to go to, I didn't even want to be nowhere near the kids I was gonna be with.
That's the crazy part.
People who really know me, like I was down, like and everybody in my family went to Pearlcom. Like, I went to Maplewood. I'm the only person in my family that went to Maplewood. And I did that first because I knew everybody that I went to middle school with was going to Pearl. And the trauma that I had from middle school, like the trauma that I had from my friendship in middle school. Oh, I feel like I wasn't as outspoken and running from y'all. But I feel like I wasn't as outspoken in middle school as I was in high school because it was newfound friendship. See, the kids that I went through in middle school, we was all in the same neighborhood. This was kids that I used to chill with on the every regular day-to-day basis. Like when it came to spring break, ain't nobody going out now. We all in the hood trying to chill and trying to find a little come up, ride our little bikes and just have a good time. But in high school, you like starting to become something. My high school, it didn't always click in high school. Even on TV shows, they show the little click, little high school have. Me, I found my friends in high school. Shout out to them. Because y'all really taught me some real lessons. Trying to navigate, finding life as an adult. Like I've learned some stuff as a that high schooler that it just carries on to me because it's like nowadays finding new friendships and trying to navigate through your 20s and through your late 20s and stuff. It's kind of hard because everybody got their favorites. Let's put it out there. Everybody got their favorites. It's certain people that you just know you just can't really fool with no more. Even if you try to do it again as an adult through middle school. So this like when you try to like come together, it's like I can see you really haven't changed. Like you really haven't really did nothing to you still acting like the same. But to ask you that, because I know you said that you wasn't out as outspoken. Do you feel like you wasn't as outspoken or you just didn't have boundaries set up for yourself? Because
Crazy because I'm still trying to navigate
having boundaries with people. Okay, because I feel like that is a big thing with like how what our topic today, like we're navigating through crisis in your 20s. Like I feel like boundaries is a big major thing, and I will honestly agree with you. I did not have boundaries because I was more so of like we would talk if you if you say you wasn't as outspoken, I definitely can always say I always been that person. I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna say what I want to say. That's just what it is. My like in middle school, I had that personality to where people would come up to me and they was like, "So and so said you said this about me." I get this from my mama, and my mama say it all the time. If they say I said it, I said it. If they say I done it, I done it. I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm not about to sit here because 9 times out of 10, if somebody came up to you and told you in middle school, I'm not gonna lie. But I was very messy back then. Wasn't
very. I'm
But I
still
was
the
messing
same.
with my friends though. And that's kind of different though because if you messy with your friends, y'all got a certain type of bond that y'all can just okay. But I'm learning now that the people that I was friends with in middle school, those weren't like real friendship. Like, because at the end of the day, and I can't fault us for like not having like real boundaries set in, but then again, because it was some people that I did go to middle school with that had those boundaries. I did see a lot of other friendships around me in middle school where it was females and males that had boundaries in their friendship. Just me and the people that I was friends with, we did. I feel like with the friendship that I had in middle school, which was very, very few, I really didn't fool with nobody in middle school. I mean, I have friends, the acquaintances, but it wasn't nothing like that. But do you feel like if you have those close relationships with the people that you was friends with in middle school, I feel like you already knew some things was just off topic. So it wasn't even necessarily a boundary. It's just certain lines that you don't cross. I feel like we had those set within in high school too. I feel like in a sense we kind of had that set within us. Well, or at least we thought we
You
did
call
because
that
we
a
were
boundary?
always we were always that thing though. But people what I'm saying, because my friends like I had this one particular friend where we had situations where I will always take up for her all the time. Like, but people on the outside looking in, they'll be like, "You take up for her more than you take up for yourself in certain situations." But me being me, like and me always being the outspoken one, and her being the quiet friend, like I just always felt like that was my job. Like, you're not gonna bully my friend, like because like I know she's a sweetheart. Like I've always been that friend. But it was like over time, like and after hearing like everybody else had like their opinions on it, like I first look at it like, dang, you might not really mess with me like that for real, for real. And it was times where I would literally like people would come to us and they would sit us together and they would literally like they would be yelling at me. We'll be on the bus. Please, that like, boy, you need to fear. She is not
Your friend.
and I'm sitting here like,
Yes, she is. Yes, you're my friend. Right?
but my thing is like, why was you so hard for fighting for your friend that you knew wasn't finna fight for you? Because I feel like and I'm learning that now. Not only did I not have boundaries at that time, I was afraid to be alone. But you also have to realize I'm the baby. My mama did foster care, so I've always been in with all of my siblings grown and gone.
Yeah.
So people can say I had like only child syndrome because I was the only cat in the house for most of my life, for majority of my life. Like, so I feel like school was my escape. So my friends, like, that's why I can say like I am the type of friend. Like at first I was very clingy, and you can probably say that from within our first couple of years of friendship, I probably was like super duper clingy, especially after my 21st birthday when like I really realized like this bitch likes the same music. I like this. I'm like, this bitch like the same music.
I like
This bitch got her own car. Like, put it.
she got
Gotta die.
like
You gotta drive.
you got a car.
You gotta
You got a car like
drive.
it's
And then like they're crazy because you feel me? I was just now trying to really like fully truly learn myself. Girl, especially when I graduated high school, I really didn't keep up with none of the relationships I had after high school. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like you literally starting all over when you graduate. Even in college, you literally starting all over. You're not going to keep some of them same friendships that you had in college. Yeah. It sounds good. Yes, I would love to keep an open relationship with you, but then you got to realize, okay, like you was here for a certain type of reason. That don't mean like you can't be around all the time. Like sometimes it's just, I don't know. I can say based off of the trauma that I had with my friendships in middle school, I went into high school having like the idea of like, I'm gonna go in kind of like, not necessarily being somebody that I'm not, but I'm going to go in here and I'm going to try to be different from what everybody normally knows me as. I'm going to go in here and I'm not going to. So what did you messy? The way that you went in middle school, was it the same way that you went in when you was in high school?
No, that's what I'm saying. That's
why I'm breaking that. Like I was like, when I say I was completely, totally different, like I did not make friends in high school until probably about like a month in. Like in middle school, like I made friends on the first day, and them was my bitches from 5th grade to 8th grade. Like literally, we did not break up until like the week before for me. The last week of 8th grade, like, I had to stand the way that
you had
the way that you had in middle school and high school is totally different from me. I was well reserved. I was in my own little bubble. I didn't bother nobody. Nobody really bothered. That was my intention going into high school. And that was I had no reason but to do that in high school because I didn't know anyone in high school. I didn't know anybody either. And the crazy part, like, and I also was like, I don't want to like get in too much trouble because my mama worked at the high school. So I'm like, and I don't want everybody to know that my mama worked there. And so I'm like, let me just like be calm. I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna do right. I'm not gonna be loud like how they said I was in middle school. And you got a total opposite. Once you got comfortable, it was over. But that's the thing though. I found like, that's the thing. I really, after like my friendship breakup, because friendship breakup hurt the worst. Like after I got over that friendship, my friendship breakup from middle school, baby, I went into high school and I'm like, the people who I become friends with, like we gonna be friends forever. Because my big sister told me that's the friends you make in high school, them is your people. So I just knew that the people that I was with in high school, I only had 2 friends that I brought from middle school with me for high school.
2 friends.
And I'm talking about. These are 2 friends that I literally just felt like just wrapped it up with. Yeah.
Like just
and that's crazy because like when you came home from college, you ended up not even being cool. So it's like I came in at the right time, and but that's the thing though, that like all of that like just goes to show you like how much boundaries that I lack, and that's why I say no. Let me tell you something, because even with the like advice that you would call me and ask me about this certain friend, yeah, you was like, which I just kept saying, just give her the benefit of the doubt. Like we learning, we trying to become adults, we trying to navigate through life, and now she think that the same thing that she did in high school was okay to do as an adult, because you let a lot of certain stuff slide. So it became it became like a thing like where if you don't respect me about this, then we just can't be cool no more, because that's a boundary that I'm really don't want you to cross. But I'm learning that now though. I feel like it took me like so long to like get to that place though, because I had to like seriously go through it. Like I said, like I went into high school with that whole totally different perspective. Like the people I'm gonna be friends with when I get in here in high school, like we're gonna be friends forever. Like I had the worst of the worst friendship breakup in high school, my high school friendship breakup was worse than any of them. Like, and it's no shade to the two people that I consider my best friends then, but like I only like anybody who really knew me in middle school know I only talked to two people for real, for real. Like, and it was the same two girls, and it was just like that friendship breakup was like it for me. I'm like, when I go into college, I don't want no friends. That was my main reason why I went somewhere else. I said, oh yeah, I'm through. I don't want no friends at all because like females are and that's the crazy part about this. I can always say, are your girls built? No. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because for one, I'm gonna be honest, like outside of the girly girl that people see me growing into now, like anybody who know me, like I'm a for real deal tomboy. Like all of my friends, like you, like I'm, I'm the Nick. Like I don't want to say it like it, but like I'm that dude. Like don't let her be in the club.
Like,
I'm chilling. I've always been like a tomboy. Like in the most of my life, like so I've had as many female friends that I've had. Just think of it like I've had twice as many male friends. Like I hang with dudes, like, and I'm not like, it's not necessarily like none of that, but it's just like dudes are more honest. I like people who gonna be honest with me, and I feel like sometimes females be beating around the bush because like we have that nurture ethic. No matter what people may say, we have that nurture ethic. To be honest, a girl always say that she want a blunt friend and don't really. But when that blunt friend come and be like, it's certain stuff, okay? Because I hate that whole narrative, like.
what's that narrative? I'm laughing. What is that narrative that people? Me.
Because I really just became that, like, although I'm saying now, like, I've always been like that, outspoken and out, like, when it comes to my friends, like, I will hold a lot of shit in. Like, now, like, this past year, like, I've just gotten to that space to where, like, I'm saying what it is on my mind. I'm telling you exactly, like, how. Because you went from a household full of motherfucking friends to now it really just being four of us. It's literally four of us. And that's cool. Sometimes you don't need no big ass group around you to just rah. Because sometimes different friends give you different outlooks on different things, but based off their situation, sometimes it might not agree with what you want to do. You know? So it's like it's cool. Sometimes we don't have to be there. Okay. We don't have to be there real good, real friendly, real chill. That is true. I like the friends that I literally don't have to talk to every day. And that's what there was another question that I had. I know you good. I know what you got going on is good. You know I'm good. You know what I got going on is good. We can talk when we talk. And what consider yourself? Cool. But you consider yourself a low maintenance. I'm very low maintenance. Thank you. Because that's like one of my main questions that I had. Like, what kind of friend? Let's say no. Me asking you from your perspective, what kind of friend would you consider me? Would you consider me a high maintenance friend? As far as like my needs, from your perspective, like as for you being a friend to me, like the expectations that you feel like I hold you up to, like do you feel like I'm a high maintenance friend or I'm a low maintenance friend? Because I feel like I'm a low maintenance friend. I was just something that you pretty low maintenance, like you really don't require too much. No, like some relationships with your friends, they be wanting you to be their nigga. I can't call you every 5 minutes. I'm not like. I'm not that person. I'm sorry. I know, like I said, I know you good. Yeah, I love you. I love you from a distance. When we get together, it's all good. It's all giggles and laughs. You don't have to be on that weird shit. Like, you don't really have to be too weird. Like, dang, you ain't been calling me. You ain't been texting me. Dang, you ain't checked up on me and make sure.
I'm not your man.
I can honestly say, like, every female can sit here and they can say that when they call some of their friends, like they've had those moments where they be like, damn, bitch, I ain't talked to you in forever, or you forgot about me. That's the crazy part about it.
Okay.
We've never said that to one another. We've never had a moment where we just like called each other and just be like, damn, bitch, I ain't talked to you, let that nigga get in your daughter.
I hate that.
We're like that with each other. It's just kind of whenever we call each other, no matter how long it's been, it's always,
hey, friend.
right, like what girl, what about da? Like, cause we gonna get into
it.
Like, and whenever I feel like I have like nothing to worry about, don't let me be seriously going through nothing. Like, cause this is like you also that friend where like when I call her and I be like, friend, I'm finna pull up. and we got to chill. We got to smoke. I got something to talk about. Like, I'm literally there. I don't give a fuck if I'm at work. We sit in a couple hours at work. Like, but I feel like that's rare. So that's why I say you really don't come like a romantic area. But I would consider you a low maintenance friend as well because like I said, like we got kind of like the same thing going on. Like you in your own situation, I'm in my own situation. But now, how do you feel about our relationship becoming as business partners? This is the first real business partnership that I've had with a friend. You always hear that narrative, don't hire motherfuckers around you. Don't hire your friends. Don't hire your family. Don't do nothing like that. I'm gonna be completely honest. Real. I would hear about it. I'm not going to. Me too. Terrified. Like, oh my God. Like when I say going through my emotions, like a piece of me is like, don't do it because I'm watching. I don't watch several people have podcasts that they bring and it goes down the gutter. And it's like I keep telling myself I'd rather keep our friendship and not do the business or whatever case may be. Even if we both like would to eventually like have our own podcast. Someone them don't mind. I'll be a guest on you. Like, yeah, and the mother don't want our friendship to like be in vain over big. But we always like I feel like the partnership was gonna be good, but I was also scared as well because shoot, like we still trying to navigate ourselves. You feel me? But I was thinking like, shoot, we done had this relationship so close and so cool to the point where it'll come naturally though. You feel me? And the thing is, like throughout us whole doing this and planning this and yeah, we're really doing it and stuff like that. I feel like we didn't even bump heads one time, but one day she was like, "Friend, I need you on your shit." And that's okay. Sometimes I can take accountability and be like, "You right. You know what? You right. What the fuck is going on? Like, what? Let's do this." Like, and I think it was because of all the nerves of me. Just everything was just, we got to do this. We got to do this. We got to do this. And I was like, sometimes it was like, God damn. Yeah. But then again, I was like, you know what? When we had the conversation, I was like, you know what? You right. I did, and that's what I said. You know it's right. And a crazy thing is, I'm not good at texting people. Like, if with a miscommunication, anything like that, I'm swear to God, I'm gonna call you. And I told you that. Oh God, she called me every time. I'm gonna text her. Like, she always at work, so I'm like, I'm gonna text her because I'm like, I know I can't necessarily just call her, like, if she might work or whatever the case may be. So like, I would normally like text her, but I feel like since we getting into that, I feel like that kind of like leads to like my other question that I feel like I had because I feel like you basically making that comment about me, like, basically in whatever way, like holding you accountable towards the business of the podcast or whatever. I feel like that was me. That's me, like just now coming to that space to where I'm no longer like lowering my standards for what I for nobody else, for my visions for nobody. So I feel like, so my question is, do you feel like you've ever been in a place to where you lowered your standards or did something that you normally wouldn't do to either please your man or your friend? With my man, no, because it's not just about navigating friendships. Like, it's about relationships. Yeah, but the thing is about my boyfriend, like he know, we've been on each other since 5th grade. Yeah. So I know that. See, that's new for me. Yes, we met each other in middle school, and no, it was not. It was in elementary school. At the time, we was at an elementary school that had 5th grade.
Okay.
But throughout the whole thing, he was always in and out of my life. Like, okay, we met in 5th grade. We were classmates in 5th grade. Then I ain't see him no more after that. All the way up until like 9th, 10th grade, he started like some old parties and doing his little old thing. And then that's when I started seeing him more. So every time we seen each other, it wasn't no bad, like, dang, he ain't take me, he ain't call me. It was always cool. It was always nice and cool. Like, dang, it feels good to see you again. And then it just became a relationship because I was already in a relationship in high school. So when that relationship did, he just came. He kind of came at the right time. Like, and then same thing with you. I told y'all I met y'all in the same year. Yeah. So like I said, the friends that I had in high school, they really wasn't my friends. Like they were cool, but they was cool from 7 to 3. Yeah. I ain't talked to y'all no more after that. It was always, and that was cool. That was fine. Like I said, I'm a low maintenance person. I really don't require you to be too much for me. Like when with my boyfriend, he already knew with me coming into, I already had like a certain thing when I had a boyfriend or something, like a little situationship or something like that. I didn't require so much like, hey, acknowledge me. And then I was always the type of person like, we don't even have to be in a relationship. Like, if you want to just talk and do our thing, that's cool. It don't have to be just like it was natural, but I just I don't know as far as your relationship, but as far as like friendship, do you feel like you ever have like just like lowered your standards, did something that you didn't do, like flip the around? Yes, yes, oh my God, yeah. It's so many situations where I just have to be like, okay, I'm not only going to do this, but for my friends, I'm big. And it was always like a friend, like, I know that she'll probably do this for me. I feel like I have that strong attachment to my friends because I don't really have that tight knit relationship with my sisters. Like I said, all of my sisters are older than me, so like anybody who I've ever been friends with, like I take all of my friendships to heart. Like I am, like now I can say I am a low maintenance friend now. But before and growing up, I was very high maintenance. Like I want to be in your face. You got to talk to me all the time. Like why is you talking to the next? Like I'm your friend. I have never like you don't need nobody else. You got me. Like I'm the funny friend. Like what? I got your back. And I feel like that also put me in a situation to where I would say that I truly lack boundaries in places that I did not realize until I've gotten older and I've been in therapy. Because me always putting myself in positions to where I'm trying to be that available friend for people, it put me in a situation to now that I'm older, I still have to uphold that. So I truly now understand the essence of whatever image that you show people in the beginning, like that's what they gonna always uphold you to be. Yeah. So it's like always be yourself through and through, because if not, like that mask is gonna drop one day. And it's like whenever you decide to like you with everything that
You can't come
that like it's never gonna work out. And it's like, so that I feel like in college that's when I truly like started to like lead with like need just being me. I was going in there with no expectations of having no friends. The crazy part about it is somebody that I had been friends with since I was 9 years old just so happened to have been going to the same college as me. And but mind you, we was only friends, like we were summer camp friends because we only seen each other during the summer. Yeah. Like, oh, and that summer relationship, the best relationship, like yes,
like what I got.
well, you on the cruise or something, you there for a week, you got you a week friend. So when we started them know when you out of town for a few days. But that relationship was be cool because I'm never gonna see that was my eighth been cool. So I feel like you get to know me, you got a little certain time to know me, you got a little bit of time to just know everything, and that's it. No, for sometimes I might check your Instagram, but I know 9 times out of 10, we're probably never gonna see each other. So that little facade that I put on, that's all you can remember. If I'm in your city, let's just chill, let's link. Okay, now I might just drop my guard a little bit because I'm not gonna be that old was. That's how it started out. But I feel like with us, like being in college, we looked at like you going here, I'm going here, like so like, and we live here. But the next 4 years, we might as well get acquainted. So we became way closer than what we was at first. Because mind you, like I'm always the one of them girls where when I am friends with a good female, we clicked up. Look, this us.
Like
We riding. So
I always was. New.
you could always say I always was considered to be one of those females that was always in a clique, but I was never in one of those cliques to where we was messy and being mental with people. We was
I hate a mean girl clique.
part of a friendly clique. Like we talk to people.
Yeah.
Like, and even if my friends didn't hang to people,
Woke up.
I was the one that was talking to people because my big sister has always told me like be nice to people. Like always be nice to people. But I say all of that to say because like me and her being friends like that, I feel like now, the place that we are in now, like, I don't feel like our friendship is in a bad place now, but I do feel like we are in more of a rocky situation now because I feel like we did not start out as day-to-day friends. We did not become day-to-day friends until we got into college. Yeah. When we got into college, we was all we had. So, and you get to see you at your work and you're trauma bonded. Yeah. You get the
Real
and that's how people really like just. I hate a relationship to like who the most broken, like, and that's like when you in college. Now you in college, not doing
friend.
Who the fuck is like,
I remember when we was
nipples in college with the
small
nipples in
goldfish,
See,
baby.
that's how we was bristle, like for real. We was in me and my friend, like not to incriminate us, we was in baby. We cool. We picked out what we all wanted to cook that night. We picked one meal. If we picking chicken Alfredo, you go steal the noodle. You get the chicken. You get the Alfredo sauce, baby. If we going down, we going down.
But we got man.
And that's another thing. I wasn't willing to take that.
I'm sorry.
Girl, the crazy part of it, I'm a scaredy cat. Everybody know me. Everybody know that. But I feel like my college friends is the people that really showed me like the most loyalty out of everybody because we had that situation. We did get out.
We got caught in Walmart. We got
Caught in Walmart and played with and I was
and I never
tell y'all the real story unless my friend come on this podcast and she tell me that I could tell y'all the deeper side of what like truly happened that day. But like I can speak for like the rest of us because it was 4 of us that got caught. Like we stuck with it. Like everybody take their own charge. That. Now at the end of it, I'm not gonna lie to you. We like our friendship has been like strained since that Walmart situation. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, and why do you not say? Because I feel like nobody was expecting to. Of course, we wasn't expecting to get caught, but it was like I feel like in some way, everybody felt like somebody could have did something different, and nobody was listening to each other. So we all every last one of us is blaming something on each other. Oh my, you the reason why, you the reason why. And now that we older, it done trickled off into other ways, and now like we just kind of put it on other stuff. All like you was never a good friend because of this and da 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 da. When really, to be honest, I can't say my college friends was probably the best group of friends that I'd ever had outside of my middle school friends, high school friends, like all of them. My college friends will forever be my number one group of friends. I do not care about nothing that nobody can say. Why? Because they know Lanaya. Like they know me for real, through and through. Whenever we mad at each other, like those are the people who like taught me like communicate. Like it's okay like for us to be mad at each other as friends. It's okay for us to have our differences. But when we have our differences, like we're not gonna talk about it right now. We're gonna give each other some space. But when it's time to talk about it, we used to talk about the gazebo. We used to have a meet up spot. We used to go meet up at the gazebo and smoke and talk. That was like our meet up spot. So like I feel like those was the people, my college friends was the friends who taught me like accountability. Those are people who actually taught me how to like genuinely be friends. I feel like my street friends is like that. So you know your street friends, like when you at home and stuff like it, it's always that one friend that's at home that's like, damn. But I feel like my college friends is the reason why you got the version of me that you got. I feel like you got a better version of me. Because yes, you may have knew me in high school, but we like that. You know, we wasn't in the same clique. High school over the K. Literally, we did not start taking it for real until like after for my 21st birthday.
Yeah, for
real. Like that was after me, and it got the 21st birthday. Like it kind of like we wasn't in school yet, so we didn't have to worry about getting in trouble. And then
all of you
most of my little friends. I think I was the only.
No,
wasn't. It was you and probably about 2 other people.
like
That was my home that a lot of school year.
yeah.
And it just was natural when it seems like the whole, you know, like when you go to a party and you want a specific person party that you just get invited to, you really don't know what to expect. I didn't know what to expect. Cause I don't know, I was nervous inviting you. I don't know if she gonna come. Like I've never invited her out of there coming. I got comment. Like we don't kick it. Like I'm like I just do her lasses. Like why are you inviting her? You do her last. And that's the thing. The lasses is what kind of got us together. I thought the conversations what you doing my last. I'm like I'm going to sleep. No, my eyes burning. Yeah, we used to smoke.
And she coming to she's a house call. Girl. Like we used to
kick it into last appointments. They be like, don't play with it. Like we used to have fun. Like we still do because you still do my last. No, for real. I feel like it was like so fun. Like I said, a breath of fresh air. And then I got to know your friends too. And then me and some of your friends. But the thing is, I was like, bitch, right or wrong, I'm with you. I got to know this friend through you. So if you ain't fucking with her, bitch, I ain't fucking with her either. And I think I'm like that with all of my friends. Not my friends' friends. Like my friends' friends can't come to me and call me because I'm coming straight at Naya. You can't gossip to me about that friend. I did not realize I was like that about you until your birthday when I came in and when you take me and you invited me to your birthday party this past year, and I asked you who I was coming. I don't know if you remember that. I asked you who I was coming.
And you told me who I was.
I didn't know about it. You told me who I was coming, and it was like a couple of names on the list, but there was one name in particular that I was just like, I didn't even know, could not tell her. Because I'm like, I don't want to come and then meet. And then to the point,
I did ask her.
I did ask you, why the fuck you didn't tell me that she didn't like them? But it's not necessarily that I didn't like them, but it's just like because they did something to me in high school that made me feel uneasy. And like I said, from high school and moving forward, I feel like that's when I was truly like becoming myself. And it's like a lot of stuff, and I did not realize it until I got older. Like a lot of stuff in high school that I shouldn't have let go past, I let go past, and then I let people say a lot of things to me that I did not say in response, and I should have. And I feel like with that particular situation, that was one of those situations. And I was like, I did not. And with me learning how to be a better friend and also learning how to set boundaries, because my first instinct was, okay, I'm going to go there and I'm going to see her at my friend party and I'm going to pull her to the side and I'm going to tell her how I feel and I'm going to read her rights and then I'm just going to go and have fun with my friend. But I'm like, I don't want to do that because I don't want it to be tension at my friend's party. Because once I say something to somebody, your mood is going to change. It's like, no matter what.
So
that's why I was just like, with me being in therapy now and everything, like, I was just like, I know I have to say something to you. But I also, like, my biggest thing was I did not want to put you in a predicament to where you felt like you had to choose friends. And then I also didn't want you to look at me like, it might not be that serious. I didn't want you to look at it and be like, it's not that serious. Like, you over exaggerate. That was my feel. Your feelings for that said person is completely valid. You are valid to your own opinion and your own reasoning for why you just don't want to be cool with that said person. But sometimes do you feel like when you got a certain type of friend, do you feel like that friend really has to choose sides? I feel like, because me on the other hand, I feel like, bitch, right or wrong, I'm with said friend. I'm not, bitch, if you coming around me, don't talk about me to that person. Because I feel like I have no choice but to report that. And take up for you at the same time. I feel like I only have that. I feel like I only have that with certain friends. And those are my 3 friends that I talk. Like, that's it. Like, you know me, like, in relationship with me
and my college friends.
and outside of my college friends, I literally only talk to one of my college friends. And that's not the one that I'm sitting here that I was just recently sitting here telling you about that I've been friends with since we were kids. Like, me and her, we don't even talk like how we used to. Like, our first time talking like in months is going to be probably next weekend when we got to go to our other friend baby shower. Like, cause we got to ride together. Like, that, I feel like their car ride is going to be so awkward. But I feel like it's going to be awkward because, like, I feel like because with us being friends since we was 9, I feel like you should know me better than anybody, even if we was only friends in the summertime. Why? Because, and I don't know why. I feel like maybe I could be wrong, and maybe I could just be doing the most. But it's like, I feel like you know me.
Because it's like, when I was, like, summertime me, like, I was me. Like, I'm me. Yeah. So it's like, you should know me. Like, and I feel like
it really hurt my feelings. And I feel like I know now, like, even with her, she probably going to see the episode and she probably going to call me. She probably going to say something to me. And we can have this conversation. And I take accountability if I'm wrong. For whatever she may say. But my thing is, I felt a certain type of way because I did not get an invite to her son's first birthday party. You have plenty of other friends that don't have kids. So why was I the one friend that don't have a kid that did not get an invite? And I show up for everything. It's not one thing that none of my friends have that I try not to show up to. Like, I'm not one of those friends. I am a intentional friend. Why? Because I felt like I said, that loneliness aspect of me comes out. So when people don't show up for me, it kind of, like, a piece of me, it kind of do upset me and it kind of hurt myself because I'm like, damn, bitch. But like now, like, I'm getting to that point where I'm like, I'm learning how to work through that, which is why, like, yesterday with my graduation, like, when you kept telling me, I'm like, you were genuinely okay, because I, like, my thing was, I knew, like, I genuinely was, even with this graduation, I genuinely wasn't expecting to tell nobody for real. Because I was like, I'm just do it. Yeah. Like, because you didn't even tell me that you was at school.
Because I just
I'm finding out when she asked me about it, but I'm like, because I'm getting to a place in my life where I'm like, you don't have to say everything
to everybody.
And like,
That's why I did
would tell a lot of people with this podcast about that bad friend. Like I used to tell people everything. Like, I'm finna do this. Oh, I'm finna do that. And that's enough. Like even when friends, you do not have to tell your friends everything. Like you do not have to tell your friends everything. Like, and I did not like. And he says no shade to my friends, but like I did not feel bad about not telling my friends that I was in this business program. I guess and like I just when I told them about it, I told them about it when I sent them the invitation to the graduation. Like literally, that's when all of my friends found out about this business program that I was in. Like it wasn't no shade to nobody. It's just like I felt like this was something that I need to do for me. Like and I don't need all of that extraness, like because although I know my friends, they truly do support me. I just didn't need all of them extra thickness, just like friend, you got this, or I didn't need them being like, I'm gonna make sure you go to class every week. I'm gonna make sure like I didn't need
sometimes it's like a thing.
I'm trying to hold myself accountable. Yeah, that's why I was just like, and I don't need my friends to do that because like I feel like my friends have gotten to a place to where they seen so much of a brokenness in me that they like collectively all of my friends like they got to a place where they're like, we just gonna be here for the night and we gonna hold her accountable. So it's like I I started to lean on my friends too much. So I'm like, now I'm in a place to where like I'm trying to lean on me and learn how to like just be me. Like without like lean on the validation from my friends. Like mother, it's been hard for me like, and I don't want to cry, but it's like it's been hard for me like learn like how to like set boundaries like even with my friendships because it's like I don't want y'all to feel like that I'm not y'all friend no more. We grew like I don't like growing apart, but it's like I'm learning different things about myself.
But you gotta realize sometimes it's okay to move apart. Sometimes relationships do be so good to the point where I'm like, damn, I'm on the side to this actual friend. I might actually fight for you. And yeah, sometimes you can't really like expect. That's why I say I'm a low maintenance friend. I don't expect too much from friends. I don't want to expect that much from friends.
I'm becoming that, so it's hard for me. Yeah, and
Like,
then
I think on that side with me, like you said, you've been basically only child. I have 8 siblings.
yeah. I have 6 brothers. So you
and
used
2
to people
sisters,
always
so
used in
I'm
your face, like
especially
you
my
don't
little
want that.
sister. My little sister, my dog. Yeah, that was my like right or wrong. I know she was with me. Dang, I forgot. I didn't even know we had this, but I always just felt like. And then with another thing that you brought up, like sometimes when you navigating certain things and you going on into new endeavors and new adventures and stuff like that, I don't want to tell y'all because I don't want the feedback, regardless of if it's positive or negative. Sometimes I just don't want it. I rather, they hearing moving inside. So I don't want to tell nobody nothing. It's because sometimes when you get the feedback from your friends, it's like kind of like you be thinking in the back of your head, like, this is probably like, should I do this? Should I do this? I didn't even tell too many people about the podcast. I told them like, hey, I'm doing something. Just stay tuned. Like I didn't really post too much. I don't want a lot of feedback. I want y'all to know something's coming. Yeah. Like, but not
What
I
coming?
Didn't even really like tell my college friend because like I noticed like I always go to my college friend night and I cried like about a lot of stuff. Like I cried about a lot of stuff. So it's like I've been in a place now to where I haven't been saying anything. But I feel like that's been affecting our relationship because me and our relationship because it's been times where she'll call me and she'll be like, "Friend, distant," and it's like like and I have that rebuttal like I'm not distant like you don't call me, but it's like but I be feeling like that because it's like I know I'm always that friend like I feel like maybe sometimes I might expect too much out of my friends, and I feel like this is talk about that in the next episode, like as far as like expectation that we hold against our friends versus the reality of the real situation. But I feel like a lot of my friends, I has held y'all up to like certain expectations. And I feel like now that I'm getting to a point to where I'm realizing like I shouldn't have. And now I'm not holding y'all up to those expectations. And I'm truly seeing like that y'all are humans just like I am. And y'all are going through y'all own experiences just like I am as well. Like I feel like that's the biggest thing for me. And it's like everybody do got their own situations that they gotta go through. Like everybody can't always like be at your beck and call every time. And it's like, but I feel like my well, big old friends do deserve that though. It's that and that's true. Who do deserve that? But I feel like me at a young age, I set myself up to be that friend for everybody. So I started a lot out like that for everybody. And like now, like, it kind of hurt me because it's like I never was able to decipher who my real friends really were, who they weren't until now. And do you feel like with certain type of friendship, based off the conversations that y'all having, do you feel like it's like, okay, maybe I do need to step back a little bit? Maybe this friend might need me just a little bit, but I'm gonna step back because I want you to have your time. I want you to, and when you ready, I'm that friend that's like, when you ready to talk to me, I'm not gonna make you. I'm not gonna make you.
That's how.
But I feel like that with my friend, like with my friend Maya. But I feel like my biggest thing, I feel like where our differences come in at now is because I feel like I said, I always call her with all of my problems. People get tired of that. It's like, Dad, you never call me when I'm positive. And it's like, girl, no, don't know how to explain it to her. Like when she comes in, it's like, I don't know how to say that. I don't know how to say that to her other than rebuttaling back with, well, you don't call me. Like that's my rebuttal back when she hit me with the you been distant. Cause bitch, I don't want to sit here and be like, well, friend, I've been going through shit. Cause then she gonna sit here and be like, well, what you been going through? Now I gotta sit here and I gotta tell you everything. And then once I get finished with the phone call, I feel like I just done told everything on the table. Whatever I just
talk to you and you really never even
really said nothing. You're pregnant. Like my friend, like she got her own life on. That's why I always try to like text her like on my own time and like have her know like I appreciate you for everything that you do. Like I always like that's probably one of my friends that I brag on. Like because like I feel like I don't give her that enough. Like while it's just us. So it's like you don't know that. Like you couldn't know that. Or you couldn't know how I feel because I never get the chance to tell you that because I'm always crying to you about my shit. So it's like I feel like if I'm doing that to her, how many of my other friends am I doing that to? So like it really got to me, and I'm like, I gotta switch up shit. Like I can't be so reliant on y'all. Like, but it's like I feel like I did that myself because I feel like that's why I started out a lot of my friendships the way I started out. Like, if me always being that friend for people because, but like you said, what to be y'all to be there for me. But it's like what you said is like a crumble bonding thing. Yeah, it's how y'all gotten to know each other. So it's like all of my past traumatics and my past traumas. Yeah, I might as well tell you my current and my recent and my future. Like I don't know what's gonna happen. But then again, it's not. It's like sometimes when you don't talk to friends for a long time and y'all have that certain type of connection, that certain type of relationship where y'all just feel like y'all can just pour y'all all into a certain relationship. Like sometimes I can't pour my all into this because I never know what you got going on either. You never call me. Like I said, we never talk. You never call me. If you don't call me, why do I feel like I gotta call you? The phone both work ways. Like that's another person's favorite excuse of why you can't keep up with this person. But like I said, I'm a low man friend.
each other, we know.
Both of them big
Laughs. Naya
better my Lord.
is friends.
Yeah.
Like
That's why, like I said, y'all two are probably like my most two favorite friends because it's like it don't have to be that. Like I don't have to call Naya every year, but I feel like it was that common place where me and Naya we both left college at the same time, and like literally when we both left college at the same time, we were going through it when we both got home. She went back home to Chattanooga. I came back home to Nashville. Like out of our circle, we went from dead near 7 girls to 4, and then it dropped
down from 4 to 3 to
That's like them spring break
to
trips.
3 because
one of them died. Rest in peace to Deja. But and then it went from 3. Yeah, Deja might be by yourself. Like,
But sometimes it's just like a trip.
But the 3 was really split though. Well,
Yeah.
well, I would say no. I was saying
say 4.5. Yeah, 4.5. Y'all ended up becoming y'all own clique. It's a clique within a clique. We all supposed to be together, but it's like fun relationships when you in a big old group of friends and it's certain people that okay, I could talk to this specific friend about. It's like you got certain friends for certain situations. Yeah. I know who I can call about this. And that's another thing. I had 3 best friends. I have a childhood best friend that I literally grew up with from 4th grade. I have a friend that I met at work and we just grew to be best friends. And then I have a family best friend that literally knows every single person in my family. They're all my best friends for different reasons. And the trauma, I mean, not the trauma that we have together, but the relationship that we have together, all my friends, and like it's possible to have too many best friends. Because people some friends,
Men for everything.
my childhood best friend, we're literally
coming together as adults now. And we have not been friends for a long time. We're still learning. We literally cut our friendship off in like right after high school. So now she like came to me like we literally just got this relationship back rolling of maybe like a few months ago after my birthday, and we went out to eat. We had our conversation about why we really fell out about best friends, and she was like, "Shit, I really need you. Like, I really need you to be my best friend again." I was like, maybe not technically best friends, but we can get to learn each other as adults because, like I said, I can admit we was both on bullshit with some certain shit that I was doing that I really should never been doing, and there was certain shit that she was doing that I really wasn't okay with. But now it's like, okay, we can admit that we was wrong. How can we grow from being close as ever to just not friends at all? I feel like, but see that's the thing, like my childhood, because I would say I have two, which would be, but it's like I'm me. We picked up more often how we talk, but me and we don't really talk at all right there. And feel like we was the closest. This the one that used to come over my house damn near every day after school, or I go to her house every day after school. She come over my house every weekend, or I go over her house every weekend. Like it was like her mama could whoop me, my mama could whoop her, and that was my childhood best friend. When I used to go to her house, I'm always like, I finna beat you. She was my actual mom. We didn't have no like. I didn't think my mom was ever gonna teach that type of friend. Fall up. Like honestly, we had a bad fall up. I think it was just because like after, cause that thing, me like it started out as friend. She went off to a different school, off to a different school, but we stayed at the same schools from elementary school to middle school. Miss separating till high school. But even in middle school, we still wasn't like, together. Yeah, as much as y'all was. Then sometimes that'd be weird because it's like, damn, you was my age. You were my friend. Then that's when I'm like, yeah, you are completely the opposite. And I'm gonna tell you why, because me and Cecilia are that duo where is the very, very, very quiet. It's me. And I'm the last much. Everybody know when you see like one of my college friend I've been known since I was on here, like her went to high school together. When she found out, cause she came to my 21st birthday party, Kalia, she came to my 21st birthday party and she saw, she was like, "Why you know?" I said, I've been knowing you longer than I've been knowing you. Yeah, like this is like my real, like this is my first friend. Like forget my best friend. Like this is my first ever friend. Like she always gonna show up for me if I ever invite her to this. I'm always going to show up for her. But it's like we're not like to that point like to where we call each other, but like that's my mama child. Like that's my mama daughter. Like my literally my mama calls us one of her daughters. Like my sisters, like when they say my best friend, like my sisters, they have a tendency of like when I bring other friends around, they're like, that's not your friend or that's not your best friend. Like I don't know nobody but I don't know nobody but so and so and so and so. Like that's how close we were. But it's like I think we just grew apart because like I said, we separated schools and like we and our personalities just two totally different. And that's the thing a lot of people don't know. Like a lot of people can't get that side of it. She only like that with people that she know because it's just as loud as me. Yeah. Just as loud as me. Yeah. It's not louder. Like that's why I love the girl. Like, cause we are literally one and the same. Like she's just the quiet side of it. I like having different type of friends. Like that's why I do have 3 best friends. They're all my best friend for a certain type of reason. But I know it ain't no like bad thing between us. And one of my best friends actually hate that I say that I have 3 best friends. I really think all 3 of them hate that. But like I said, my first best friend, we've been best friends since elementary school. Like all the way elementary, then we fell out, and that was like a thing for us. Becoming a newfound adult and trying to learn and trying to grow as a person, it's like certain things that you was okay with doing. I was okay with doing, but now I'm not okay with that no more because I don't want to do that no more. Like I'm growing as a person, and I hate that. I hate that people be like, when you come around a person that you ain't been around in a long time, they say stuff like, "Man, you unchanged." That's okay. Yes, I have changed. So do you feel like? I feel like I don't want to become the
I feel like
that was just
now
okay with everything.
more non-negotiable now than I ever had before. Do you feel like growing up you did not have, because I feel like non-negotiables and the boundaries like kind of go like one and the same, but like then again they don't, because like non-negotiables you do it and I'm gone. Yeah. So it's like what would be like one of your number one non-negotiables for as far as like friendship wise? Don't talk to me about nobody. If somebody is talking to you about me and you don't come and report what they said, so I can, or my friend ain't here. Don't talk about her while she ain't here because she can't defend herself. Yeah. That's one of my non-negotiables. Because when you report back to me and do, I'm gonna be like, what you say? Yeah. I don't talk to me about nobody. I would never do that to you. I would want you to be like, okay, friend, somebody would say something about you and I'll just shut it down automatically. That's what I'm doing. The crazy thing about it is I feel like I'm gonna have to rebuttal back with you on that one. Why? Because I don't feel like that would be one of my non-negotiables, but I understand why that would be one of yours or why that would be something for anybody. But I feel like if our friendship is strong enough, I feel like you should know that I'm going to protect you, and I'm only telling you what I told you. Yeah, I'm only telling you about the situation just for me to let you know, because I did not have to let you know about the conversation. Yeah. But like I said, I'm the member.
But I feel like
That depends on like what's the type of friendship or how the friendship may go, because we could be having a conversation and I can say whatever it is that I'm willing to say to the next person. I can say that to you.
Mm-hmm.
But what if I was just venting, and what if I'm just trying to like cool down until we can talk or whatever the case may be. I feel like maybe you just have, well, in my perspective, I feel like it depends on like how the situation is. But like I said, I'm not discrediting how you feel, because I do understand that perspective, because I feel like I'm getting to the place that I'm at now as far as the situation. Like thinking of it like from all different perspectives. Like, were you talking about me? Like, what did you say? Like, cause like that's how I used to think at first. Like, well, what did you say? But it's like now how I'm looking at it is like, well, you did not have to tell me about that person. But the thing is, I do want to know what you said. But it's like when you a certain type of friend, I expect that first type of loyalty from you being my friend. But even if I tell you what I said, hypothetically, even if I tell you what I said, what if you don't believe it? I mean, well, not you. If I have no choice but to trust what you said. Okay, not necessarily because you do have a choice. You always have a choice. Just like I had the choice to whether that to tell you. So it's like you had the choice. Say, I don't want you to be around a certain. I'm not telling you that you can't be around that person, but don't let that person talk about me. No, I get where you come from, but I'm saying though, because it's like that just needs just being there with attitude or whatever the case may be. Because I do feel that, but I feel like for me, I feel like one of my number one non-negotiables would be just somebody just lying, the friend just lying to you, period. Because I'm not one of those friends. I'm not one of those friends that I like it, because 9 times out of 10, I don't care. I don't care. And it's not even saying that, but like anybody can ask, you can go to my mama and you can ask my mama right now, what's my favorite thing? My mama will look you dead in your face and be like, when I even always tell somebody she don't care, because I really don't, if it's not pertaining to me, 9 times out of 10, if it's not pertaining, I really don't care. I'm not that friend that you got a lot to. Like, even if you was, like how she said, like how her non-negotiable is, don't, even if you was talking about me, you might have been mad. Cool. I don't care. I'm not going to argue with you. That's how you felt. So that concludes our episode of our podcast. Stay tuned for more. Follow us on our socials. I do want to do a part 2 to this conversation. Yeah, we are going to do a part 2 to this conversation, but that'll only be for like our Patreon subscribers.
So
we'll be having the link to our Patreon in the description of this episode. So yes, y'all, please stay tuned for our next episode of the podcast. This is just the beginning, guys.
as y'all can see, we
take it. We have fun. So y'all just stay tuned. Y'all keep up with us. Follow us on our socials, and we will see y'all next time. Bye.